you know what's good for me. That's my opinion.
Nigga, you across the ocean. Fuck a lady boy.
I just don't like
No Diddy.
I mean, let it be gay, whatever. Like sexuality spectrum.
I was watching a whole video where the nigga was like, "I'm not no lady boy." He was like, "Yeah, you are a lady boy."
Yes, you are a lady boy.
I can hear me.
I can always hear you, nigga.
Who, me?
You got like a radio voice.
Me?
Not him. His diaphragm is always like.
Diaphragm.
I'm like, yeah. Welcome back to 95.1.
This is Isaac Hayes.
In the soul,
I hate
brother.
Niggas, I don't know. If I was single and I had some money and some lady boy and I was just in Thailand as a single man, bored with money, fuck it, why not? I probably wouldn't like it, but like, why not?
No, but hear me out, bro. Like, I think because like I be thinking a lot of shit, and sometimes I think I'm overthinking, but sometimes I'm like, this is what the rich people be doing. This is why they be doing like some crazy shit because they're so fed up with like doing the same shit. They like, I got money.
Oh, we gonna talk about what rich niggas get fed up on when we get on this Diddy topic. I promise you.
Oh shit!
I
believe that
That's
though.
just-
I believe like niggas have so much bitches at their disposal
that they
that
tired.
they go do some gay shit.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh.
This is mad gay.
Damn. Nah, but how long would it take you to go through a bottle of baby oil if you used it every time you had a sexual interaction?
Damn,
Just one.
That's OD. It depends how fat the shorty ass is because you gotta pour it on that shit. You feel me? And
I don't think that baby oil was for girls.
You know what's crazy? I be watching those like pornographies with like the oiled up asses, and I'm always like, what oil do I use? Because like I feel like a yeast infection is a very easy thing to get. So like, what oils do you use?
That's true.
I don't think it's baby oil.
That.
I don't know what that
It could be
is.
lube though. It could just be lube.
It's lube. It gotta be lube.
It
It's
could
mad
just be lube.
But it's more like viscous. You know, like lube is like thick. Like,
Wait, what's viscous?
bust out the dictionary, my boy.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't even know what the fuck that was.
Like even if I used it, like it would take me a good amount of time to get through a single bottle of baby oil. So how much do you like? 1,000 is crazy.
Nah, I feel like he was just in a at a party just pouring that shit on the floor. Like you can't leave. I guess probably.
No matter what he was doing, it's 1,000 bottles, bro. That mean that was his leftovers. It's not what he's used, bro.
You know what? You know what I want to know too? Like I know Diddy's like rich and probably has like multiple cribs, but like, did you have the baby oil in the same crib your kids live in?
For sure.
They probably didn't even know it was baby.
Chris Combs is probably taking a bottle out every now and again.
Them little niggas know everything that's going on. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Yo, can I tell y'all? I was so mad. Because the thing about Diddy's allegations is like, I remember when Diddy did that whole like Halloween costume as Heath Ledger. That's the thing, like, I'm like a nerd, whatever. So like I thought, oh, Diddy's like into film. Maybe he's in the DC. Like, I hope this is like Diddy's cosplaying arc.
Diddy's
and I was
into dick.
defending Diddy so hard online. Cause I was like, yo, let black men like experiment with things. Let black men enjoy comic books. I didn't know Diddy was like the real supervillain. Like, so that shit got me sick when I found the allegation. I was sick when the Casey video dropped. Cause he was really beating her ass. Like, It's one thing to like beat a woman up, but when you kick her when she's like, I don't understand, it's not right, but like if you get into like a crime of passion, like obviously there's no excuse for that, but like, you get into shit and like shit happens, but like kicking her when she's down is insane, bro. There was no way to justify it. There was no way to justify it.
It was no way. That's why I'm like a little thrown off by all these like older black people that's like, you're trying to take a black man down. I'm like, bro, we seen the video. He was kicking her.
Are people saying that? I feel like people were saying that about Cosby. I don't think they're saying about Diddy.
The older black people love
Who,
it.
like Bill Cosby?
Yeah, Bill Cosby. You heard the theory about Bill Cosby?
Well, he drugged like 80 shorties.
Yeah, he drugged 80 shorties, but the theory was that, he never did that. It was because he was going to buy NBC. And I'm like,
why is that?
First of all, do you think Cosby has enough money to buy NBC?
Bill Cosby, let's keep it real, bro. Bill Cosby, he had like a little 300 million. Not enough to buy NBC, I think.
No, NBC's got to be a solid bill.
Yeah, I mean, it gotta be.
It's not like
it's
Michael Jackson had like that type of money though.
Yeah, Michael Jackson had.
He said, "Nigga, I'm gonna buy. If he could buy a giraffe, that means he could buy."
But to my shut the fuck up.
Nah, he had a whole amusement park in his crib.
Yo,
I feel like
bro,
that's crazy.
That's fire, bro.
You know what it is? You know what it is, and I think this will help us. Yeah, we gotta stop paying entertainers. Like, it's crazy that like for example, who's playing recently? Peso Pluma. He's playing in October. His tickets are. I mean, he's not even like an like American famous, and tickets for him are like $50. I'm like, does he need $50 per person? If it should be like a $7 cap on these artists. Like, they should live well because they entertain us, but they shouldn't live like buying an island, buying NBC well.
Nah, I think it's just long line of everybody's taking money from somebody, so you got to figure out how to way to take money from somebody else.
I think when you're like a millionaire and you have a big house and a big crib and your whole family's fed, but now you're around Diddy and you're around Elon Musk and you're around what all these people, and you see their houses are bigger, and you see their families got bigger houses, and they're taking private jets everywhere. You're still just flying first class, and I think it's that race to money that makes niggas weird. Because now you're like, oh well, I'm around Epstein. He got an island. Why don't I have an island? And then you get the island, and you're like, well, what weird shit can I do on this island? Because I have everything else in the world. It's like that Joe Budden conversation. Did you see that thing about? On Joe Budden's podcast, they were debating about whether $1 million is life-changing money. And it's like, I know niggas who would, like, regular niggas who make $65K, who would get $1 million today, and they have, since they were 5 years old, had their eye on Lamborghinis and G-Wagons. So they're going to buy the Lamborghini and G-Wagon, and then they're going to be like, fuck, I blew my million. How can I get more? Me, if I get $1 million, I'm still shopping at Old Navy, G. Yeah. This shirt was $8, bro. Like,
I just recently had a friend, right? And, you know, I'm not talking bad about him, but, you know, he was just, like, saying, like, yo, you know, you could get this for the house. You could get this for the house, like, robot shit. I'm like, nigga, I still want to wash dishes. Fuck a dishwasher. Fuck a robot that's cleaning the house, nigga. I want to do this shit by hand. Like, who the fuck cares about that shit? That's
I'm not going to hold
lazy.
you. I would definitely get a house cleaner, like, 2 days a week.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, but is she a bad shorty, though?
See, that's crazy. You're on your Diddy shit. That's where Diddy went wrong, nigga. See what I'm saying? Like, it depends on how you live, too. See, I live expensive and I'm broke. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm going to go on that trip. Even though I don't got the money for that trip, I'm going to do it every time. But at the same time, I'm also not into the expensive-ass cars and shit. So maybe that might be my... But all jokes aside, though, I don't know. Hollywood is in shambles, bro. Ever since Cat Williams did that interview...
Speaking of Cat Williams, like, do you think that Shannon Sharp shit was on purpose?
Now that I look at it, with everything going on now, I don't know, bro.
I think it was on purpose only because I guess the narrative that was that Shannon Sharp was gay.
Who's
Why? Because he's jacked?
If I look him up and he's jacked.
Because he's jacked and got no wife.
Shay.
But his mother gave him that name, bro. Like, you can't shit on him.
Gave him Shannon. He have to be called Shay Shay.
Yo, bro, how he speak though? How he speak though?
But him adding the Shay Shay to that, on top of him being a little gossipy, with like the gay assistant traveling around the world with him, with the tight clothes, with the name, with the being messy. And him being 50 years old, not married, I could see why people would think that.
Okay, but keep it up being here. If you was a super jacked, mad tall, beautiful black man that was in the NFL with mad money, would you be married? Come on,
Nah, hell no, I wouldn't.
Shannon Sharp is 56.
That's a grown
and that's another thing too. Like, he's 56, right? So you got to figure, like, girls try to get married, or people in general try to get married in their 30s. If you're 56 and you're fucking 30-year-old women, these 30-year-old women are not going to marry you because you're 56. So, you know what I mean? Like, I totally get it.
So, like, even with him just doing that little video situation, it's like, bro, who was you trying to fool?
So you think he did it on purpose?
He did that shit on purpose.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Like, who was you trying to fool, bro? Like,
I'm 50-50 because it's like, on the one hand, because it's like,
no matter what I do, nothing is gonna lead me to being on live right now.
But you're not 56. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna adjust the technology when I'm that old.
We got the same technology. When has you swiped on live? Tell me.
I mean, I've definitely
only
like
on Facebook.
I mean,
even
me, I'm 37. There's times where I posted something to my story that I didn't mean to post. It wasn't nefarious. It was like a meme that didn't make no sense. But like, I'm like, I didn't even know I posted that. So if I'm 56 years old, I feel like, I don't even know how to get on live.
Come on, Michelle.
And also, let's keep it a bean. Like, he was fucking, like, you not.
And then he gave a sponsorship to a fucking sex pill. That'll tell you that it was set up. Like, come on, bro. Like, the first thing you had to say after the whole situation was, yeah, I was on that Rhino or whatever the fuck.
I think it was like Roe.
Yeah, like some pill that we don't even know.
Okay, so here's my theory. If it was on purpose, it was on purpose because he's not seeing the same numbers that he saw on the Cat Williams podcast on the rest of his episodes. Because he's done like 20 episodes. That I can believe. But honestly, like I said, 56 years old, and you've been in the NFL, so you know he got a little bit of CTE. You know what I mean? Like, did I post something? You clapping some shit.
Is that this is a year of old niggas. These old niggas is bugging out right now. Is Diddy an old nigga? Yeah, like Diddy 55 right? Or some shit.
You know what's crazy about Diddy shit? Like, Diddy's 55, and like, I would think at this time in your life, you slow down sexually.
It's the ecstasy. He's on ecstasy. Diddy's always on ecstasy. When they caught the nigga, he was on ecstasy. They literally said, we went in Diddy's house, we found ecstasy. We found pink cocaine. Nigga, what's pink cocaine? I need to know what the fuck that feel like.
Maybe I'm just like,
you're not gonna slow down and do ecstasy, bro.
The thing is, I'm 37, so I can't wrap my head around what it's like to be that old. But maybe I'm dragging it. But like, I feel like if you're 56, ecstasy might kill you, bro. Like, we don't have any stories about old niggas doing drugs.
Orgies might kill you at 56.
Orgies and drugs. So it's like, how are you living, Diddy?
Because Diddy he eat right. He work out just enough.
You're rich.
Just to do the ecstasy.
Not this nigga doing kale to
you're rich.
kale to
you're
do
rich.
ecstasy.
You have the right nutritionist beside you. You
know what's crazy?
They make the right decisions.
You're right.
That an average person.
You know what it is? Like, the best part about LA is you can get anybody to come to your house to do anything. Tanning. She said something else, and then she said IV drips. So maybe Diddy is getting the electrolytes.
But they didn't come to the house over in New York. You gotta go to the store. But in LA, they come to you. They'll be like, "Oh, we got a whole IV set up."
If you got the money,
I even try to look online to see if I could get it for myself.
Is that healthy?
Yeah,
yes,
it's professionals. It's like DoorDash, but like at a different tax bracket. Like, these are millionaires. These bitches on this show.
That's like Uber before Uber was Uber.
That's an experience for these people doing it because they're coming to $1 million homes to do this. They're not going to fucking Fordham. They're going to fucking like Palm Springs.
I'm used to right. Because I could just get somebody from Fordham to come give me an IV drip and
that's gonna be crack, baby boy. That's gonna be crack. That's not gonna be an IV drip.
Can you go to my crib and give me an IV drip? He's like, what is that? I got you, bro.
That's gonna be heroin, nigga.
Nigga said, I got you, bro.
That's dog food.
So that's the only way that I know that like Diddy is staying in the game this like sexually active. Because it's one thing to like want to fuck when you're 50, but like to want to have 1,000 bottle of baby oil orgies in your because. Let's keep it a bean. Like, even if I had money, do I want that many bitches in my house?
Do you feel like you're getting older? Do you even acknowledge your birthday?
Like, on my birthday, I like to do something physical that I've never done before. So my last birthday, I did 2 hours of cardio. The birthday before that, I ran 7 miles because I've never ran that far.
That's crazy.
So like, I just like, because I feel like niggas like, especially
7
women.
7 miles, nigga?
Yeah, I'm a fat nigga, so, but like, I feel like women especially, they like to do the birthday dinner and they like to get fucked up, but it's like, we live in New York. You can get fucked up literally 24 hours a day.
At any point in fucking time.
Exactly.
Every birthday, I just try to do vacations.
That's not
like,
bad.
yeah, it's like getting fucked up is cool. I do a little vacation. I do a little bit of drugs. You know, regular shit.
Where have you been for your vacation?
I don't want to spend $2,000 on my birthday, so I'd rather just do something that challenges me. I don't want to like...
I do DMT.
You done DMT?
Yeah, that's my shit.
I've never done it.
Wait.
You know what's funny?
DMT is like mushrooms?
It's like mushrooms.
So DMT, I'll explain what DMT is. So DMT is a chemical that gets released in your brain when you're about to die to like ease you into it.
Is that not like acid?
It's like 10 times.
It's like acid like times 10. So from what I've read, I haven't done it.
So acid was just like the times 1.
Yeah. So
what the fuck I did? The
10.
fuck I had was just a times
so you know
1.
When people say like, "Oh, I'm dying, I see the light," like that's your brain releasing chemicals to ease you into the death.
I already felt like that.
DMT, from what I've researched, is like a 10-minute high. I only had an opportunity to do DMT once. It was with my homegirl that I
turned it down.
I turned it down because it was my homegirl homegirl, quote unquote. Like, we're not like that close, but like I've known her since we were like teenagers, but like we fell off as the years go by, and we still like tapping on Instagram. And she wanted to do DMT with me, And I was like, maybe I'll do that. And then I was dating somebody at the time, and I was like, do you really? The girl I was dating was like, do you really want to do DMT with a bitch you haven't seen in like 8 years? And I was like, nah, you right. So I didn't do it. She hated.
Nah, but I was getting ready
to be honest, she was right because that girl is kind of crazy now. Like she's like a conspiracy theorist. Like
you can't do too much. So look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do psychedelics. That's my shit. I do acid. I do shrooms. It is what it is. I do some DMT. But I have given people some who's asked for it, and I feel like they changed after I gave it to them. Because everybody is not ready for psychedelics. Damn. It's not built for everybody.
Damn.
You think so?
You know what I think? I know so too. I think so too.
I think psychedelics
you gotta be strong, dude.
I think psychedelics are for everybody, but being that we all black in here, I think a lot of niggas are like, oh, that's some white people shit. I think the niggas who say that's some white people shit, that's the first nigga that should do a psychedelic. That's true. But I've given like at least 4 friends, they've had like some acid or had some shrooms, and they been weird ever since. Like I'm like I don't know what like it awoken in them, but like one friend I had, I'm not even gonna say his name, but he was more like he just felt like he was struggling. Like after he took the acid, he was just like, yo, I just hate this. I'm dying. I'm killing myself. And that was like, he's a super like health junkie. If I smoke a cigarette on acid, I can see the smoke leaving my body, and I can see myself dying. Yeah, it's saying that you need to not even smoke that shit. You can feel that shit when you ingest it in your body. If you eat a burger on acid, it's gonna tell you that you're eating flesh. Flesh, right? Exactly. When you get some good acid, at least. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, yo, some people when they see that, they kind of freak out and they want to do lifestyle changes. Mm-hmm. I feel like hood niggas should do at least microdose every now and again. I feel like being a hood nigga is not like the way you're supposed to live life, especially in New York. Like, but there's hood niggas who like will never leave within a 3-block radius of their hood, and it's like, like I remember I met some nigga who was like a good nigga, like he's a good dude, but like he does not leave the block, and he has a gun everywhere he goes, and I'm like, bro, like there's more out there than the Bronx. What's the gun for? And I feel like when you do some psychedelics, you think you don't like change. How? Because if you do some psychedelics and then don't change and start popping everybody. I never met a nigga who they come with the other side and they think different. They're like, damn, like, maybe I should get my education. You know what I mean? Maybe I should start traveling more. I never met a nigga who did shrooms and was like, oh, I'm depressed now. No funny shit, bro. I'm a nigga that had PTSD growing up. I had a hard ass life. Right. Shrooms have helped with that. And it helped me get over that PTSD, and it helped me get over that like anxiety that I would have that was so heavy. Shrooms can help a lot of niggas from the hood. Nobody want to have that conversation, but shrooms is very healthy when you have a certain kind of lifestyle. So more hood niggas do need to do shrooms. Amen. They need to do shrooms. You're a hood nigga and you already do crazy shit. You smoke weed, it numbs you to the crazy shit. So you just get worse when you do weed. I'm so anti-weed. Like, I just think niggas, like, no offense. I'm not anti-weed in a sense where, like, I think, fuck everybody, nobody should smoke weed. I think there's some niggas who benefit from smoking weed. Okay. But I don't smoke weed personally because it just gives me crazy anxiety. But, like for example, there was one nigga who was saying, I forgot who it was, but he was saying that, like, when you gotta run a drill and you gotta kill nigga, the first thing niggas do is they start smoking weed. Because they're like, oh, I'm nervous about killing this nigga. Weed is not what you're supposed to use to do a drill. What niggas used to smoke was PCP. These new niggas don't want to fuck with the PCP and the dust, so they go. Is PCP even around? It's still here. It's still here. That's when niggas was smoking to kill niggas. It was never weed. These little niggas try to do weed, thinking that's gonna help you murder somebody. Like, bro, that's not. I mean, it does though, because it just relaxes you, because you're just crazy. Because like an average nigga, if you're thinking, I gotta kill this man, obviously you're nervous. You're nervous about getting caught. You're nervous about taking life. You're nervous about pulling the trigger. And then they smoke weed and they're like, oh, whatever, this is just a thing. But now you're locked up because niggas don't get away with murder anymore, especially in New York. What, an hour? No, but PCP make you crazy, and then that helps you kill the nigga. Right. So now, but like that's why I'm saying do shrooms, because then when you do shrooms, you're like, wow, every life is precious. I'd rather have 8 of these niggas beat me up for not killing this nigga than kill this nigga, because like life is precious. Like I'm gonna just take this L and get my ass beat. I could respect that, right? But what I'm trying to tell you, as a person who smokes weed, right? Weed, I don't think that some people is introduced to it at a certain amount of time that
what you're not introduced to it. I was introduced to it because I wanted to do something, obviously, right, boom, you do weed, but you don't know that there's other weeds out there. You start doing one weed, you like the weed, you had your first experience with weed, but you didn't realize there was other strains.
But I think if you do like too much weed, no matter what kind of weed it is, it's always the same result. But 6 or 7 pulls in, you're like, fuck it, like life is life, whatever it is, I gotta do this. I think with psychedelics are like, no, you're gonna do what I want you to do. Shrooms are like doing shrooms and acid and Molly, and they're like, you're gonna do what I want you to do, and what I want you to do is not this.
No, you're gonna do what you supposed to do. I feel like.
Wait, can I ask you, how many niggas do you know who like do PCP willfully, like? Knowing that, so I've had niggas in high school that was like, "Oh, I had weed and it was laced with PCP," but it's high school, like they don't know.
So like in our generation, it's not as much niggas doing it, but that's a lot. Like a lot of my old heads, my OGs, them niggas all smoke dust. They all do dust. You know what I'm saying? And the niggas I know who did do dust, he did dust. He smoked a bad blunt. It wasn't on purpose. He never came back. So sometimes them niggas don't even come back. Like,
I've never seen PCP. I don't know anybody who's done PCP.
It's more common like in like it's like bombing fluid. So like even my cousins in Puerto Rico, a lot of my cousins in Panama and shit, them niggas they call it wet. So they call it wet. They dip the cigarette in bombing fluid. So it don't really have to be much. You could just dip that bitch. But I don't smoke as much as everybody else. So a blunt or two, I can smoke like 3-4 blunts a week. I'm not really a super high weed nigga. It's just not my thing. It's because when I was
3 or
17,
4 a week is kind of crazy.
That's like crazy.
4 blunts?
4 blunts for the whole week.
That's a lot. That's a lot to me.
That's a lot?
To me,
nigga, what the fuck?
The niggas I know who smoke, like they smoke because like, damn, I got 6 projects this week. I got this. I'm so disorganized. Let me smoke 1-2 blunts this whole week so I can like.
We live in a generation of niggas is smoking 10-15 blunts a day.
I don't feel.
You know niggas smoking 15 blunts a day.
I smoke
15 blunts. So smoke 15 blunts a day.
Smoke like 10.
15 full blunts to yourself a day.
Yo, bro, I get crazy, but I be working on my body though, so that's a whole different story.
15 blunts a day though?
I probably smoke more than that, nigga.
The 15 blunts a day isn't. That's a blunt for like every hour you're awake.
At work, walk around with like 3 ounces in his bag, and that shit is gone by the end of the week.
Trust me, bro.
Most niggas are smoking crazy right now.
That's
so what I would say is that like, when I say 3 or 4 blunts, I'm talking about shared. Like I'm not even going. I don't even need a blunt.
I'm saying to the face, like 15 blunts to the face is insane.
That's the crazy part.
Even the niggas I know who smoke daily, they smoke like, if it's a 7-day week, they smoke 5 blunts a week.
Yo, how many blunts?
That's crazy. How many? What niggas you know?
Yo,
niggas who got jobs.
Yo, bro.
Think about it. An eighth give you like what? An eighth could give you like 5-6 blunts.
Yeah, like
I don't skip shit. Like 4 or 5 blunts.
No, I want to say like 4 or 5 blunts type shit. You
4
feel me?
4 or 5 blunts.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound like Eric Adams.
Maybe 3.
A tray bag and making 6 or 7 blunts out of it. A tray bag is $3, Eric Adams.
Right.
I just want to say I'm not even a political nigga, but Eric Adams, with my whole heart,
listen,
fuck you.
Nah, we all in our 30s. We need to be political niggas.
That's why we becoming political niggas.
That's the reason niggas like Trump, because Trump niggas be like, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that. No, like Biden did that. The shit just didn't go into effect for 18 months. So you thought Trump did it.
Honestly speaking, bro, I really don't like our country. I want to move somewhere else, nigga.
Where you want to move?
I just told you, to Greenland or Iceland or somewhere. I want to move somewhere where it's like, it's like an island or some shit, and it's just filled with white bitches.
Because like the rent is so high here, and niggas stay here because they're like,
you could build your own shit by Tupac.
You could do anything in New York.
I ain't never leaving, nigga. I'm be here to the
now that I'm back,
nigga threw up gang, nigga.
I'm not gonna hold you. Now that I'm back, it's like there's things better than New York at certain things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like, for example, if you want to hit the bodega at 4 a.m, there's nowhere better than New York.
Drinking orange juice.
But for some niggas, they're asleep at 4 a.m. So like maybe you would do well in Savannah, Georgia. You know what I mean? Maybe you would do better in Miami. I think every New York nigga should leave New York for a time. And I know like rent is expensive like everywhere. If I want to pay $3,000, $2,000 a month, like that's a long time to like.
Nah, she suck a millionaire
really
dick though. If she suck a millionaire dick though, she.
But what about you?
Even
what about she though? What about you? What are you gonna suck?
Oh damn!
All right,
a millionaire clit. Oh.
every New Yorker should leave New York for 3 years. And if the end of that 3 years comes and you have the money to go back and you want to go back. But guess what? Maybe you won't have the money to go back. And you have to like elaborate on your skills.
Like you just said, you left.
You gotta try your best just to keep a fucking roof over your head.
Exactly. Which is crazy because you're spending most of your time to go hard for no reason. You're losing out. You're missing out on opportunities, vacations, adventures. And New York is basically not blessing you. And we live here and we're just like living to die. Because at some point, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be 55. And I'm going to be like, what the fuck happened? I know that's going to happen in New York. I know I'm going to be like, yo, what did I do in my life? And only in New York could you become friends with a rich person and you're not rich. Because in New York, they give off that illusion that we all just vibing.
But the thing about being friends with a rich nigga is that don't make you rich.
Exactly.
So you in New York, you're like, oh, I met Dave Chappelle, whatever, and it's like, okay, but like you could have been in PA and been Dave Chappelle.
What about Pop Smoke though?
What did we talk? It's when we know we too drunk. When did we get to Pop Smoke?
That nigga Pop Smoke, he get. Yo, my son.
He's gone, bro, and I miss him, nigga.
But he was fired though.
Yeah, nigga, with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, my son get crazy in that shit. My son
Michael B. Jordan. He's a terrible actor though. I'm gonna keep it real.
Thank you for saying that, bro. Because I hate Black Panther because of his acting.
Yo, bro,
like,
he had
Black
cancer.
Panther's so great. And I'm
he
like,
had cancer. You gotta chill.
Not the cancer, nigga.
Wait,
the fucking Michael B. Jordan.
What the other dude?
That's motherfucking
Brad Chad.
Brad Chad. Brad would chose. I can't say his name right now. I'm drunk. That's why we can't probably be drunk. Nah, Brad.
Nah, we gotta look at this nigga's name.
Brad, please, bro.
Fuck,
Yo,
bro. Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman.
Oh shit, son. Wakanda forever, nigga.
Nah, that's my boy. He's a great actor. He was a great actor.
He was good, though.
Definitely a great actor. And I'm gonna keep it real. And a lot of people won't like this take, but I'm gonna just tell y'all that Denzel is really good. He's really good, but he's not amazing to me.
Samuel L. Jackson is better.
No. You know who's better?
Who? Not Samuel L. Jackson, nigga?
What's the nigga with the Forrest Whitaker? Forrest Whitaker.
That nigga with the eye, son. Yo, listen, he got to do with the eye.
Forrest Whitaker. Think about it, bro. He has bodied every role. And the fact that he is not attractive makes him better of an actor than Denzel Washington. But Forrest Whitaker is, you have to think about the roles that he's taken on. None of them had a love interest, which means that this man is purely acting
he was a slave
without
master.
A love interest. He doesn't have like a Denzel type of situation where it's like he has a wife and a girlfriend. Forrest is just giving you all of himself. And he's not a sex symbol. Denzel is a sex symbol.
No, you think Forrest Whitaker went to a Diddy party?
Nah.
No way, you can't even say if bitches like his sexy eye or not. Like if Diddy.
You know what's crazy about Diddy though? Like, you know what throws me off about him? Nobody cares that like he assaults all these women though.
I feel like people care.
No, they only care that he's gay. They don't care about anything else. People only care that Diddy's gay.
I think before the arrest, people contemplated about Diddy being gay. But after, they're like, oh, you were sex trafficking for real. Like,
Diddy was literally out here sex trafficking, sexually accused of, sexually abusing people, drugs, everything in the world. And all the people care about is who's he diddling.
Well, that's the thing. Because that's the thing. Like,
who is he diddling?
They don't care about nothing else about... But besides the fact that Diddy might be a little bit, you know,
that's the thing though. Like before we knew everything on the map, everyone was like, "Oh, Diddy's probably just gay." I remember I listened to a podcast where they were saying it was like some podcast where they talk about like conspiracies in the Black community, and they were saying that like this was like a year ago before we know what we know now, but. They were saying that Diddy basically, like the theory was that like Diddy throws crazy sex parties. And then the podcast was like, Diddy probably doesn't throw crazy sex parties. He's probably just a little bisexual. And the Black community has...
Like, I don't know how anybody could be next to Diddy. Because as a man that's comfortable with my sexuality, I just feel like I couldn't be next to Diddy. I seen those clips when Diddy's like, yeah, talk to me, daddy. Let's do it, daddy. Like, Diddy is around gangster rappers doing this kind of shit, and nobody said anything.
That's what made the gay rumors pop.
50 Cent says something.
So we just thought he was gay this whole time. But then 50 Cent made fun of him. We were like, oh, he's just gay. He's just gay.
All right, y'all. We was yapping, and the camera ran out of memory, and we run out of light, and all that other shit. So, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? To the left, we got Yo, we never even intro. That's bad funny. I'm
just a nigga and a nigga. Thin.cruel.lips on Instagram and TikTok. I go by the name Sasha.
Yeah, y'all. We gonna see y'all. We gonna holler at y'all. See y'all. We out.